The rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein type deal where he was filming everybody, right? The thing is, like, we're getting the rumors from the internet, and the internet thinks that the Taliban took out that bridge in Baltimore. So it's like, who knows what's real?
That's what Diddy's lawyers, I think, said.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Since the raid on Diddy's house a few weeks ago, there's been a swirling rumor that the feds have identified notable celebrities captured in the freak-off tapes they seized from the rap mogul. Though the officers officially haven't released any names yet, many tabloids and gossip blogs have come out with lists of people they suspect were videotaped by Diddy. Curiously, the names put forward so far are as varied as the colors in a painter's palette, causing lots of confusion in the minds of fans. Fortunately, Joe Rogan, who appears to have insider information and is usually the source of accurate information, has allegedly released a list of 13 celebrities shown in Diddy's freak-off footage. Thankfully, I've received the list of names purported to be on Joe Rogan's alleged list, and having done my cross-checks based on previous info, I have no doubt that these top celebrities are in the footage. The names include Cassie Ventura, Stevie J, Rodney Jones Jr., Meek Mill, Usher, Young Miami, Cuba Gooding, Daphne Joy, T.D. Jakes, Chris Brown, Rick Ross, Jade Raimi, Will Smith, and Jennifer Lopez. How were these celebrities captured on Diddy's tapes? And what activity were they purportedly engaged in?
Like, I can't even imagine such debauchery and such happening to a gangster rapper like Meek. Imagine after a freak-off session with allegedly Meek fucking Diddy.
Join me as I take you down memory lane to show how these people ended up in Diddy's alleged web of deceit and blackmail. Let's begin with Cassie Ventura, the bringer and instigator of Diddy's recent troubles. Diddy and Cassie dated for a little over a decade until they broke up in 2018. Their relationship was nothing but feisty, as the couple broke off at least 5 times, only to reconcile again. Of course, every relationship or marriage has its rough patches, so nobody suspected anything, but there were rumors that the rap mogul was manhandling his protege. Wendy Williams alluded to this when she claimed during one of the episodes on her show that the CEO of Bad Boy Entertainment was controlling Cassie. My thing about when you date a mogul, it's a really difficult thing to avoid them because if you use your head, you never know when they'll pop up on the scene, Williams told her studio audience, saying the activity would frighten her. He can hire a plane right now, land on the roof of the hotel she's staying, pay people off at the front desk, give me a key, and let me up in her room.
I think this was a grand overture from Puffy. I don't believe he really wants her back. I believe he probably treated her at some particular point like a possession, like a possession. And
however, many people swept her allegation under the carpet, insisting that the I'll Be Missing You rapper was innocent. Well, a few years later, Wendy was proven right when Cassie finally gathered the courage to sue for what is believed to be millions of dollars. Cassie took advantage of New York's Adult Survivors Act, which allowed victims who have survived R and SA to sue their perpetrators. Now here's the interesting but sad part. According to the suit, Diddy forced Cassie to sleep with different men while filming the entire encounter. She also claimed that the rapper would beat her till she bled and plied her with until she became an addict. Now, if Cassie's allegations are anything to go by, then it's possible Diddy has her tapes, which could be in the possession of the feds. Curiously, Diddy denied all the allegations, probably including having the videos of Cassie. However, given how swiftly he moved to settle out of court, it raises eyebrows about Diddy's innocence in Cassie's case. In fact, Cassie's lawsuit and the subsequent debacle empowered about 3 women to file lawsuits against the business mogul. So, given how Diddy ended his lawsuit with his protege, it wouldn't be too much of a reach to assume that he has videos of Cassie's freak-off. Next up on the alleged Joe Rogan list is music producer Stevie J. The award-winning producer was part of the Diddy's production team, the hitmen who worked on his 1997 debut album No Way Out. He's been working for the Bad Boy executive for the past 29 years and knows the ins and outs of the company. In a recent interview with TMZ, Stevie J, real name Stephen Aaron Jordan, was at Diddy's Miami residence when Homeland Security burst onto the scene with their choppers and armored vehicles. He described the scene as a warlike zone characterized by loud bangs and heavily armed men. According to Stevie J, J, he was at the door of the studio when military men arrived and pointed about 15 laser dots on his shirt, shouting instructions at him, but that isn't why he's purportedly on Rogan's list. Here's why. A few weeks ago, Rodney Jones Jr., a music producer, filed a lawsuit against Diddy, claiming the music mogul SA'd him during his time with the company. Jones, who worked with Diddy on his latest album, claimed that the rapper tried to lure him into his bed, but he refused his advances. To convince Jones to sleep with him, Diddy boasted that he'd slept with some of the biggest names in the hip-hop industry and went on to drop some clues about the people he was referring to without mentioning their names, all except Stevie J. Now that is an interesting one because why didn't the business mogul drop hints about Stevie J, but mentioned him by name? For example, the lawsuit states Diddy claimed he slept with a rapper who hailed from and dated Nicki Minaj, which many people think is referring to Meek Mill, but didn't mention him by name, except for some footnotes.
Like, I can't even imagine such debauchery and such happening to a gangster rapper like Meek. Imagine after a freak-off session with allegedly Meek and Diddy.
So, why Stevie J? This is where many fans suspect that Diddy has footage of his freak-off with other men and women. If he didn't, he wouldn't be so brazen as to mention the music producer's name when he knew that he had evidence to prove it. Interestingly, Jones claims Diddy was part of an enterprise that used freak-off footage to blackmail celebrities to do their bidding, and it's likely Stevie J is on one of those tapes. Jones also alleged that Stevie J was part of the enterprise, and his job was to recruit S-workers for Diddy and his guests who patronized his parties. As expected, Stevie J has denied all rumors, staunchly defending his boss's honor. According to him, Diddy is innocent of all the allegations brought up against him, including Jones's lawsuit, and even engaged in an online spat with 50 Cent, where he challenged him to a fight. So based on Rodney Jones's lawsuit, it is highly possible that Stevie J could be on the Diddy's S tapes. Speaking of Rodney Jones, word on the street suggests that he too could be on Joe Rogan's list. Now, Homeland Security has been tight-lipped about what actually triggered the raids on the Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami homes, except for the official reason that they were investigating HT and ST crimes. However, many fans believe that Rodney Jones's lawsuit is the main cause that pushed the security agency into action. All the lawsuits against Diddy since last November were about SA and R crimes, none mentioning anything about illegally transporting people. So given that Homeland Security's reason matches Jones' lawsuit, it isn't far-fetched to conclude that his lawsuit instigated the raid. As we mentioned earlier, Jones alleged that Diddy groped him on several occasions and attempted to sleep with him. He recalled a situation where Diddy laced his drinks with and he fell unconscious only to wake up near a lady he believed to be an S-worker. He also claimed that Diddy organized freak-offs where he invited several celebrities to come party. He then recorded these celebrities partaking in lewd acts and later blackmailed them into doing his bidding. However, the lawsuit doesn't mention whether the music mogul has a tape of Rodney or not, but it won't surprise anyone if he does. According to Jones, he and Combs worked together between September 2022 and November 2023, a partnership that resulted in 9 songs on the Love album, for which Jones is credited as a producer. Jones also alleges he was not paid for 13 months and thousands of hours of work. Jones also accused Diddy of shooting a man in Chalice Recording Studios and calling the cops to clear up his mess. He is seeking $30 million in compensation for all that he had to go through while working with Diddy. Meanwhile, Diddy has rubbished Rodney's allegations, claiming that they were complete lies fabricated to tarnish his image. A statement delivered by Diddy's attorney read, "Lil Rod is nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 million lawsuit, shamelessly looking for an undeserved payday. His reckless name-dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines." He claimed that he had overwhelming evidence to the contrary and had tried sharing it with Jones and his lawyers, but they ignored it. "We have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies. Our attempts to share this proof with Mr. Jones' attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, have been ignored, as Mr. Blackburn refuses to return our calls. We will address these outlandish allegations in court and take all appropriate action against those who make them." In response to a request for comment, Blackburn told USA Today, "Litigation should never be the first option for a dispute. We filed because of the refusal to negotiate on the other side." Curiously, Jones named other celebrities in the lawsuit who he claimed were part of Diddy's criminal ring. "I also have cause to believe that these celebrities could feature in some of Diddy's alleged freak-off videos. One such is Cuba Gooding Jr., Strangely, Jones has amended the lawsuit to include Gooding, claiming that the versatile actor attempted to sleep with him. The lawsuit asserts that Combs facilitated the encounter by introducing Jones to Gooding and subsequently leaving them alone in a studio on the yacht. Jones had previously accused Gooding of SH and assault in his February lawsuit, but only formally included him as a defendant in the recent amendment. The lawsuit reads, Cuba Gooding Jr. began touching, groping, and fondling Mr. Jones' legs, his upper inner thighs near his groin, the small of his back near his and his shoulders. Gooding himself has been the subject of various SA allegations in the past. In 2019, the actor was under investigation for forcibly touching a woman on the rooftop of a New York restaurant. The victim claimed that Gooding was drunk at the time of the incident and touched at the Magic Hour rooftop bar and lounge in Manhattan. A warrant was issued for his arrest after the woman lodged the complaint, but the gifted hands actor turned himself in. In 2020, Gooding became embroiled in another controversy when another woman claimed that the actor twice forced himself on her without her permission. So, Cuba Gooding isn't completely innocent either, though. No man, aside from Rodney Jones, has brought up any allegations against him. Fans believe that Cuba is part of Diddy's alleged criminal ring that recruits people for intimate relations with other guests. It is thought that he is part of the celebrities who might not have enjoyed what they did, but had to do it because Diddy had his freak-off footage. It's also possible that he took part in the countless parties that took place at Diddy's residence, hence his appearance in the tapes. Another celebrity who allegedly features prominently on Joe Rogan is Philadelphia rapper Meek Mills. Rodney Jones alluded to this when he claimed that Diddy boasted of sleeping with the native. As mentioned earlier, the suit didn't name Meek Mill, but the description and the footnotes seem to give the rapper away. Considering Diddy's penchant for filming his victims while he sleeps with them, it's likely that he might have recorded his encounter with the Bad Boy Entertainment CEO. Meek Mill has denied the rumors through various tweets on social media. He wrote on Twitter, now X, "I'm from Philly, I don't do coke or freak Molly. Nobody won't even offer me coke because I'm that heavy. No man or what would ever approach me about gay activity, and the whole place don't get flipped. Woke up seeing this on every blog like they know I'm coming. Lol. Y'all see these rappers with gay styles, they want that look. Leave that too. They might come from that gangsta-s surviving in the jungle. I have the right to say I ain't gay, and I'll trash anybody that play with my manhood. P don't control me, but it's like a high. One love to the gay people, but that juicy P do it for me. I done ran red lights to get that feeling y'all weird on here like devils." However, fans weren't buying his excuse and even dug up an old video of Diddy and Meek Mill in a pool where the music executive tells the rapper how much he loves him.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Fans believe that if Diddy could film Meek Mill in a pool and somehow leak it onto the internet, then it is possible the Bad Boy Entertainment CEO has a freak-off footage of the young rapper, which he might be using to control the Philly native. Another celebrity many fans suspect is on Joe Rogan's list is Usher. Now, Jones's lawsuit gives us insight into what really happened between Diddy and the R&B singer, despite the allegations. As we covered briefly in the earlier part of this video, Jones alleged that P. Diddy boasted of sleeping with big male celebrities in the music industry. Though Diddy didn't directly give the names of some of these celebrities, he gave clues that pointed in the direction of particular personalities. In describing one of his alleged victims, the Coming Home rapper claimed that he performed at the recent Super Bowl and celebrated a successful Las Vegas residency. Performers at the recent Super Bowl were Usher, Chiar, and Lil Jon, but the only one to recently close a successful Las Vegas residency show was Usher. According to Rolling Stone magazine, the singer celebrated the final concert of the residency over the weekend as the crowd, and his backup dancers cheered for him and as he took a moment to collect himself on stage. After nearly a minute in tears, he continued by singing Without You, his song with David Guetta. "God bless you," he told the crowd. So many fans concluded that Diddy was referring to none other than Usher. Interestingly, speculation that Diddy and Usher were in a romantic relationship has been going on for decades. The music mogul himself appeared to allude to that in an old video where he claimed that he and Usher just woke up from the same bed.
It's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, just
Realizing his mistake, the rapper added the popular phrase, "no homo." But it was too late. To make matters worse, the music mogul claimed that he'd been wrestling with Usher in bed over Frosted Flakes. So, given the relationship between the two and the purported unforced confession from Diddy, it isn't far-fetched to assume that he has a freak-off footage of the Yeah singer. One interesting name on the purported list that has generated a whole lot of controversy between Diddy and 50 Cent is Daphne Joy. According to Jones' lawsuit, Daphne Rodney used to be on Diddy's payroll as a S worker, an allegation that the model has responded to. In an Instagram post, Daphne Joy claimed that she was hurt by what she called lies that Rodney was spreading about her. She then claimed that she was exploring her legal options and could sue both Rodney and his lawyer in the future. "I am deeply hurt by the lies in Rodney Jones' lawsuit," Joy wrote. "The claim that I am a S worker is 100% false and character assassination. I am retaining an attorney to explore all legal remedies against both Rodney and his attorney." Rodney's lawsuit created a social media storm between Daphne and her ex 50 Cent. The candy shop MC seized the opportunity to take a few swipes at the actress and model. Taking to his social media pages, he wrote, "I didn't know you were a S worker, you little S worker. LOL, yo, this stuff is a movie." Daphne shot back when she accused the rapper of essaying her during their relationship and claimed that the candy shop rapper had broken her heart for the last time. "Let's put the real focus on your true evil actions of R-ing me and physically A-ing me," Joy wrote. "You are no longer my oppressor, and my God will handle you from this point on. You have permanently damaged the last hope I had for you as a father to preserve our family with these last and final false claims made against me. You have broken our hearts for the last and final time." 50 Cent and Daphne Joy used to date back in 2011, which resulted in their son, Sire Jackson. However, the couple broke up in 2012 after Daphne accused the rapper of mistreating her on several occasions. It is not clear when Daphne allegedly worked for Diddy as an S worker, or whether she's still in the trade, but many feel that the only way Joy could do that kind of work for Diddy was if he had something on her, and in this case, that something could be a freak-off footage. Daphne isn't the only female that the lawsuit alleged to have worked as a P for Diddy. According to Rodney Jones Jr., Young Miami worked with Diddy as his S worker and was on a monthly stipend of $250,000. The lawsuit also alleged that Miami was a mule for Diddy and was responsible for procuring pink cocaine for Diddy's freak-off parties. He claimed that Miami procured this substance and delivered it to Diddy via private jet when the bad boy boss was partying at Farrell's Something in the Water Festival in 2023. However, Young Miami responded to the allegations when she interacted with fans on her Instagram. One fan asked if she was really on the $250K monthly stipend as Diddy's S worker, and she responded, "Something the internet made up and y'all ran with it. NG Gas don't even pay that for child support. Why TF would a NGGA ever pay me $250K for? For what?" Diddy and Young Miami dated for about 2 years before calling it quits, and given the bad boy boss's penchant for recording videos, it won't be surprising if he had her freak-off footage, but one person whose appearance on the list has surprised many fans is Pastor T.D. Jakes. The pastor of Potter's House has been linked with Diddy in the past. In 2022, a video of Jakes attending Diddy's 53rd birthday party in Los Angeles caused a stir among Christians on social media, with many questioning why he was at the party and whether it was appropriate for him to be attending a party thrown by Diddy, knowing the reputation of those parties. However, a spokesperson for Jakes claimed that the bishop had just made a stop at the party since he was in the area for business. Bishop Jakes was in LA for important business meetings, and we felt that a quick appearance at the former chairman of Revolt's birthday event was the respectful thing to do since Bishop Jakes' sermons are aired on the Revolt network. Now, it is at this particular party where many pundits believe Diddy allegedly recorded the venerated church leader and probably blackmailed him with it. This news comes after a blog post insinuated that Bishop T.D. Jakes was gay and frequented Diddy's parties. According to internet gossip, Cassie, in her lawsuit against the music mogul, allegedly shared a USB device containing recordings of Diddy's alleged S parties, where he reportedly hosted several powerful people, including Jakes. Another top celebrity who allegedly participated in Diddy's parties is Chris Brown. Interestingly, Rodney's lawsuit mentions the "Look at Me Now" crooner, which isn't surprising because of his habit of frequenting parties organized by Mr. Love. According to the lawsuit, Rodney had irrefutable evidence of the superhero singer having relations with young women and S workers at Diddy's parties. Just as in the case of Meek Mill and Usher, Brown's name wasn't explicitly mentioned, but clues gave him away. The suit hints that he is a Grammy Award-winning R&B singer who had trouble with law enforcement after assaulting a Bajan billionaire. Bajan is a colloquial term for the people of Barbados. Rihanna is a billionaire who hails from the island of Barbados, and given the messy relationship between the work singer and Chris Brown, one can't help but conclude that Rodney Jones was referring to Chris Brown. However, one celebrity whose name wasn't mentioned in the lawsuit, but has allegedly made it to the Joe Rogan list, is Rick Ross, also known as Rosé. This is because his ex-girlfriend ex-girlfriend and baby mama recently outed him when she claimed that a freak-off video of Rick Ross exists. Last week, Tia Kemp alleged that the hustlin' rapper has been unusually quiet since the misconduct allegations against Diddy surfaced because she claims he made brief appearances in the Bad Boy Boss infamous freak-off party tapes. Taking to Instagram, she criticized the rapper when she wrote, "Don't be scared now. No, Diddy. You scared now, huh? I know you on them tapes. I know you is. 10 children having MF. I ain't gonna let off you. What you quiet for? Nobody wants to see your Louis Vuitton outfits and sneakers. Nobody don't care to see the Jets no more. You running out of women now. Go over there and give Diddy a hug. Go ride the bike with him, UFB." Rose has yet to respond to his ex's criticisms and allegations. But given how events have unfolded over the past few weeks, especially the raids at Diddy's house, fans are not expecting a response soon. However, one celebrity who has responded to the allegations brought up against her in the lawsuit is Instagram model Jade Ramey. According to the suit, Jade worked alongside Young Miami and Daphne Joy as Diddy's S-workers. Jones claimed that the music mogul put these ladies on a monthly stipend and used them to transport to and from his parties. Responding to the claims, the IG model insisted that dating someone doesn't correlate to getting involved in all their shady dealings. She addressed the allegations when she spoke to Entertainment Tonight. Dating someone doesn't directly correlate to any of the false allegations made. The model also added that it is sad that being in love or showing affection for someone is subject to public scrutiny. What may be amusing for you is real life for others, and my feelings have never been for entertainment, nor are they up for discussion, she said. A few years ago, the paparazzi caught Diddy and Ramey sharing a passionate kiss as they enjoyed each other's company. It isn't clear the cause of the breakup between the couple, but given what Cassie and other women suffered in the business mogul's hands, we have a fair idea of what might have caused the split. Speaking of women who dated Diddy, the last but one person allegedly on Joe Rogan's list is Jennifer Lopez, who is currently in the headlines for the wrong reasons. The actress, whose relationship was heralded as one of the most powerful in the entertainment industry, got embroiled in a New York club shooting in 1999. At the time, the couple escaped the club after the shooting and was left off the hook when the police got involved. However, Rodney's lawsuit has shed more light on what allegedly took place at the nightclub. Rodney claimed Diddy told him that he was responsible for the shooting in that club on the night. He also alleged that J-Lo was the one who sneaked the gun into the club and only passed it to Diddy after he'd gotten in a heated altercation with another individual. And the final celebrity who is believed to have made it onto Joe Rogan's list of celebs shown in Diddy's freak-off footage is Will Smith. Now, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's S has been a subject of controversy as far as we can remember. There have been numerous allegations of him having slept with other men, with the major culprit being Dwayne Martin. However, there are pockets of fans who believe that the two have been an item, especially given the close relationship they share, but that Will Smith once requested a threesome featuring himself, Jada Pinkett, and J-Lo, which drew Diddy's anger. The music mogul grabbed his then ex-girlfriend J-Lo, and they got out of the party. Many fans believe that he did it out of jealousy because he was left out of the freak-off. Had he been included, he would have given his consent. Others also wondered about the effrontery Will Smith would have to make such a request if he didn't know that Diddy was into such shady stuff. Worse still, he might have engaged in a few steamy sessions with the Bad Boy Entertainment executive and probably recorded them on camera. This is why many fans believe he's on the list of celebs purported to feature in Diddy's freak-off footage. And this brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching.